Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a bloom on this piece of wood that I actually got at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be using DecoArt Extreme Aquamarine paint, Primary Elements Peacock pigment, Folk Art Aqua Metallic paint, Primary Elements Guatemalan green pigment, DecoArt Extreme Copper paint, and Primary Elements Sea Goddess pigment. So I'm going to set these to the side and we'll get going here. And for my pillow, I'm using Color Place white as is, as it comes out of the container. And it is thin enough to do the job right out of the container. So I put a good amount on there. And then I take my little stick or my tool, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to spread it around almost out to the edges. This piece of wood has two little holes here that a piece of jute string went through, and I'm going to put that back in when I'm done. And as you will come to learn, I love the teal colors. It's my favorite color. Really like it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of teals. I also like the rainbow colors. So that should be good because the rest of it will spin off when we start spinning. So I'm going to leave that like that. So now for this bloom, because this is bigger than a 4x4 tile, obviously, what I want to do is I want to blow this out over the whole thing. I like to cover the whole thing. And so we need a good amount of paint color to be able to get that far. And the biggest that I've done so far with this is a 12x12, and this is a little bigger. So I'm just going to kind of judge accordingly and put more down than I did when I did the 12x12. And because this has to blow so far for what I want to do by blowing it around the whole canvas, or the whole wood round, got to put more. Because usually I only use like the size of a quarter. And so this is bigger than a silver dollar. So that's what we're going to go with this time. And I have learned by watching a lot of videos and experimenting on my own, when you lay your paints down, if you're laying down pigments and paint, you want a paint color to be on the bottom, because otherwise your pigments will soak into the pillow paint. So that is why I started out with a paint color. So I just lay them all out. I have each of my containers marked, pigment and paint, so that I know what I'm doing. And I just make sure I alternate. And you also want to do the same with your metallics too. You don't want to put, at least this is what I learned from watching, you don't want to put two metallics together either. So you want to have something in between that. So this one's a metallic, and that's going to go on top of the pigment. hope these are going to be pretty colors together. I think they will. It's always just an experiment. You'll get the hang of it. It took me a long time, actually approximately 2 months, to get my first bloom to work. And once it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And when you don't have the frustration anymore of trying to get it to work, and it's nice and easy, it just becomes so relaxing and so fun. We're almost there. I love copper too. My copper is my favorite of the metallics, more so than the gold, more so than silver. I just love copper. So your guess is as good as mine as how this is going to turn out. I hope it's beautiful. I know I mentioned in the other, my first video, this is only my second video. I know I mentioned in the first one that once I got the recipe down for the bloom technique, I made myself a little recipe card and I laminated it, and so this way I don't have to think about it. All I have to do is pull out the card and look at it. The recipe that I'm using will be in the comments below. And this one, I really love it. It's Sea Goddess. It's pigment, and it's got a beautiful iridescent sheen to it. So yeah, make life easy for yourself. And then when I go out paint shopping, I take that card with me so I know exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have to think about it. Okay, we have everything down. Now we're going to take the cell activator. The cell activator is Amsterdam Oxide Black mixed with Australian Floetrol, and I will have the recipes in the description. And since I'm so new to YouTube, I'd like to ask you to please click the subscribe button and the notification button. Now I'm going to put a lot more cell activator on this because I want this is going to go farther than usual, so I'm going to put a lot of it on so that there's enough to get it to go around. Okay, that should be good. So that's what we have. So that's taken up a good quarter size of the entire board. I'm going to kind of tilt it over this way so it's more centered. And then last time I used my little, I'll show you, I used my world's smallest blower with the attachment on it. That was for a smaller size canvas, but since this one is bigger, I'm going to use my hairdryer. So my toothpick went flying. I'm just going to pop the bubbles. I know you can use the the heat gun with it, but I've got one outlet here and I haven't brought down an extension cord yet. I gotta get a power strip down here. Okay, so here we go. So what you want to do, what I do, I hold the hairdryer upside down like this because you want to be going horizontal. You don't want to be going down, and you don't want to get to your pillow. So if you see you're blowing too hard and you're getting, and I go on the slow speed too. So here we go. Oh, I need the higher speed. Here come the cells. Okay, I'm going to quit there because you can see I'm getting to the pillow, so that you don't want to blow too much. You want to just blow enough to get it out and about where it needs to be. So now, I don't like all that black in there, but look at these cells. They're just gorgeous. So you get your, I use a turkey baster, and I just do little small puffs. And the cells just pop right up. And you have to give it plenty of time for them to grow. They will continue to grow. They're coming. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So while this is cooking, we're going to let it keep going. I'm going to tell you the mixture of my paints. So the paint, the base, the pillow base is the Color Place Walmart white. I've also got black in a container that I got of the Color Place. That works too. That is thicker, so I actually had to add some water to it. The colors are mixed with 1 tablespoon of Varathane Triple Thick Polyurethane and 1 tablespoon of Glidden Base 3. You can use Base 3, Base C, or Deep Base. These are paints that, this is what the store uses to tint your paint with, to put the pigment in to create your paint colors. And so you can use any one of those bases with the Varathane Triple Thick Polyurethane. And then I put 2 little blobs of paint in there, like pea-sized blobs of paint. And that's what makes the colors. And then I already told you about the cell activator. So we know that. So this has had time to do its thing. I got pretty cells. I'm really happy with it so far. So let me move this out of the way. And we are going to spin. I have also used, oh look at that, it's gorgeous. I have also used Glidden, I'll show you, Glidden GLE3000 as the pillow. That's a little bit thicker, so I had to add Floetrol to it. So that was 3 parts of paint, 1 part of Floetrol. But this color place, this is the first time that I'm actually using it, and I really like it better because it's a thinner paint and it just moves so much easier. Sometimes I have to kind of coax that Glidden and spin a lot to get it to go. But this color place, the white has just moved. Oh wow, I don't even have to do anything else to this. So I'm going to take the camera off of here and show you a close-up. Here we go. You can see the pigments, the metallics. Look at that. Oh, that copper is just beautiful, and the cells are so pretty. I kind of don't like that this side over here because it didn't get as much black on it. But it's okay. I still love it. Just beautiful. So there you have it. That's how you do the bloom. And I can say, I've told people about the Australian Floetrol. Yes, it's expensive. I got a 500 milliliter bottle for $32, but you're only using a tablespoon of it to make your cell activator, and that cell activator will do, you know, probably at least 6 or 7 paintings. So that 500 milliliter bottle is going to last you a really long time. So even though it is expensive, you're not going to use a lot of it. And you could see how easy the cells came up. It was just so simple and so quick. So I highly recommend it. And there you have it. See you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I would definitely appreciate it. Okay, take care.